welcome to the Mill House.
Thank you.
Brought you a menu to check out. I'm going to give you a quick rundown and let you know how it's laid out. When you first open our menu, you'll find some shift notes. A lot of what we do is fresh ingredients right from our farm, and things change seasonally, and so does the availability of those options. So right here we've laid out a few things that might affect your menu and your experience tonight. On the next page over, you'll find all of our non-alcoholic beverages. You turn one more page and you'll find our amazing craft cocktail program. The guys and girls who work here in our bar make everything from scratch. Literally fresh pressed juices are made every day. They fresh press their own sugarcane juice, and it's a very inspired menu. So you'll find some unique ingredients. If you have any questions or you need help finding your way through that, please don't hesitate to ask. When you get to the next section, you'll find our food menu. A good way to think about our food menu is a lot of people like to do a family style experience here. So we offer a lot of small plates. The bites listed first are really just that, just a couple of bites per piece. When you get into the next section, the chef plates, you can think of those as appetizers as well. Maybe just a little bit larger than the bites for the most part, but definitely a starter course or share course. When you get into the gardens and grains here, things get a little more substantial. Those would be enough for most people for an entree, or other tables choose to share those as a larger appetizer. So it's a matter of perspective, really. When you get down into the fish and livestock here, there's a few pertinent details to discuss. Our fish sandwich today is going to be done with fresh mahi-mahi. The burgers that we serve here are harvested right here on property. Our cattle graze right in the field behind me. Texas Longhorn and Black Angus cattle, and they're butchered right here in-house. When you get to the pan-seared fish, that tonight is going to be done with kampachi, served skin on, crispy skin seared on, and then finished in the wood-fired oven. The wood-fired half chicken listed after that comes from the Big Island from an organic farm. They're Puna chicks. Absolutely fantastic. The steak that's listed last, the cuts for that change quite regularly. Tonight we're doing a 12-ounce New York strip loin, grass-fed organic from Hawaii Cattle Ranchers. You see we offer a variety of sides too if you'd like to enhance your meal by adding purple potato chips, fries, lentils, or even a green salad. Do you have any questions?
I do not right now. Thank you.
Well, I'll give you a few minutes to settle in. Just let us know how we can help your night.
Okay.
So, Miss, looking through the menu, are there any questions that we can help you answer? Anything I could describe in better detail?
I was really hoping for just a refreshing cocktail.
A refreshing cocktail, we can certainly supply that. If you enjoy things that are a little fruitier and sweeter, possibly, I would definitely suggest our Final Punch. It's made with fresh pressed pineapple and orange juice with local Kahlua rum and banana. One of our most popular options for sure. If you like things a little less sweet and maybe a little more refined, our Mai Tai is one of the most popular drinks on our menu. Less sweet than most people make it. It's a little more citrusy and rum focused with a little hint of mint that really brings out an herbal quality in it. So those would be my best recommendations, but you'd be hard pressed to make a bad choice.
I'd love a Mai Tai.
A Mai Tai? I'm writing it down. So we have started your Mai Tai. Bartenders are working hard at that. That'll be out in just a minute. While they're doing that, I was hoping to take an opportunity to just discuss a little bit about our restaurant. So here on Maui Tropical Plantation, we have the honor of sharing our space with Kumu Farms. They grow a variety of fruits, vegetables, herbs, and spices right here on property. And as much as we possibly can, we source direct locally from our spot here. Anytime that we need to take ingredients from outside, we do our absolute best to work with other local organic farmers that focus on sustainability and supporting the local economy. Chef hand selects his own hogs and cattle, and they're butchered right here in-house to ensure the epitome of freshness. Are there any questions about any specific dishes on the menu, or can I make any recommendations to help you?
I just love your recommendations, absolutely.
Recommendations? Fantastic. Well, for yourself, I would definitely recommend starting at one of our smaller bites. The chickpea cake is one of our long-standing menu items. Chickpeas combined with garlic and cream and then flash fried, served with the spicy harissa creme fraiche. So it's a little heat, but not too much. The texture of it is a little crispy on the outside, but you'll find once you get inside, it's kind of similar to a quiche or even a souffle. Really delicious and quite unique. If you wanted to try something fresh from Maui, I would say the kampachi tartare is amazing as well. We get that kampachi in fresh every single day. It's combined together with a little bit of hard-boiled egg and capers, topped with salmon roe, served with our house-made garlic crostini. When you move into the next section, if you wanted to try one of the appetizer plates, my absolute favorite is the miso eggplant. It's sourced from a local farm up on Haleakala, rolled in miso and then roasted in our wood-fired oven. They roll in a little puff grains as well to give a little texture and crunch, but it's velvety and creamy and absolutely fresh. One of the most popular dishes on our menu too for that section is the chicken bao buns. They're a steamed soft shell taco bun with mochiko chicken. So it's a sweet and crunchy fried chicken with a little creamy spiced aioli and kimchi over the top. It has flavor, it has structure, it has texture, it has salt, a little bit of fat, really all the elements to make a dish special. When you're getting into the gardens and grains section, as I said, those could be enough for most people for an entree. Our gnocchi is a house-made potato gnocchi with shiitakes and zucchini. The chili butter that's added to that dish gives it a little bit of spice on the back end, but not anything that overwhelms the dish. So if you're adverse to spice, don't let it scare you. At the end, they'll sprinkle just a little bit of the fried quinoa to give an extra texture and crunch. When you get down into the fish and livestock section, the pan-seared fish is without question our most popular dish here. After they paint the plate with a sweet Maui onion puree, they'll add a few dollops of a Meyer lemon citrus curd, and then fresh zucchini and green beans from our garden, and then the perfectly fresh tempache fish. So those would be my best recommendations, but again, you couldn't really make a bad choice.
I'd love to start with the chickpea cake.
Okay?
And then I think I'll do the pan-seared fish like you suggested as my entree.
Fantastic. Now, along with the pan-seared fish, I would suggest maybe a side of rice or even our taro leaf risotto. It really accompanies the dish well. If you wanted to enhance your meal a little bit, it would be a great option.
The taro leaf risotto sounds delicious.
The risotto? Fantastic. So we're going to start with the chickpea cake first. We'll bring out a little bit of our homemade bread, and after that, we'll go follow it up with the pan-seared fish and a side of risotto.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So while you're looking through our menu, please do keep in mind we take a lot of pride in our very worldly wine list that we offer here. We have a number of sommeliers here on staff and a number of very well-trained wait staff that can help you and guide you through that process. Our wine list starts with wines by the glass, first sparkling, white and rosé, followed by all the reds that we offer. On the next page, if you're interested, we do offer a few half bottles as well, great for sharing. And then our wine will start with sparkling, move into rosé, and then whites. Our wines are all arranged regionally, starting with domestic and then moving on to international wines. If you have any questions about any of those, so we can help put you into the right bottle, maybe get something open ahead of time that might be perfect for one of the coming up courses, we'd be happy to do so.
Thank you.
Sure.
And have you decided on a couple things to eat there? Any other questions?
Yeah, I think I'll take your suggestions. I'd love to start with that bone marrow risotto and the broccolini.
Fantastic. And are we sharing that with the table?
Yes.
Excellent. All right, beautiful. And your drink should be out in just a moment there, and we'll get the rest of that going.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see. 3:30. Well, it's still 3:30. All right. Make sure there's no make.
Right, this spoon will be used to scrape out the marrow, and you can discard the bone right there when you're all done. Okay, so this is the taro leaf risotto, the bone marrow on top, as well as some pickled shallots. And here you have the fire roasted vegetables. Today's going to be broccoli and kale, topped with some toasted macadamia nuts.
How was everything tasting so far?
Oh, it's so delicious.
Beautiful. Anything else I can get for you at the moment?
No, this is perfect
All
right now.
Beautiful.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
this.
How are these dishes tasting?
Yeah, the broccoli is good, but I just feel the rice isn't really cooked. It's kind of crunchy. I'm not sure, could you maybe get me a different one with the rice all the way cooked?
Of course, totally understand. I'll be right back out with that.
And how are the flavors and everything there? Are we enjoying?
Yeah, I love the broccoli. I just feel like the rice here in this dish is not all the way cooked. It's kind of crunchy. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and not the puffed rice, the actual, the risotto.
Right.
Yes, definitely shouldn't be like that. Would you like to make you a new batch? It'll take a few minutes, with roasting the bones fresh, or if you wanted to look at something else, happy to bring
I'm
a
happy to
menu
just
and
enjoy this broccoli while you get a new
take
one
it away.
for me.
We'll take it right and get another one right out as soon as we can.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Sorry about that.
Are you all finished with this?
Yeah, I'm all through. Thank you so much.
three delicious desserts tonight. The top one, the almond cake, is going to be one of the lighter, a little more tropical flavor profile desserts with the almond cake, which is gluten-free. It's got a white chocolate ganache on top, coconut sorbet, a little pineapple compote with a hint of spice in there, and some flakes of roasted coconut, and a little lime zest on top. The second one's going to be a little more rich and earthy with the coffee chocolate stout. There's a cardamom coffee ice cream as well, and they do a little caramel bourbon, a little raspberry gastrique, and fresh Kula strawberries on that one. The last one's a little deceptive. The ground apple tart's actually the root of the Peruvian daisy, the yacon, which cooks down similarly to an apple, nice crunchy and sweet, and a little tart served warm with some fresh vanilla ice cream on top and macadamia streusel. Fantastic, our roasted on premises coffee there, the Red Quechua, and then a couple wonderful, if you like your dessert in a cup, the Olivine Dream is my absolute favorite there, and then we've got some delicious Almaris on the second page, if you like a little digestif as well. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll give you a moment to mull that over.
Thank you.
Are we tempted by anything there?
Oh, I'm just
Dessert
so
ones?
full. I think I'm okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Tab it up for you. There we are. Take care of that at your leisure.
Thank you so much.
And I'll be right back with your change
Oh,
there.
the rest is free.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Have a great evening.